What's going on, everybody? It's your girl V, the Notary. Hope you guys are having a great day today. So, the fact that we're in 2024, we're in a new year, and I just feel reinvigorated by this field, being a notary, loan signing agent, all of that. I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about the different type of work that you can do as a notary. Okay, and I think that a lot of people don't realize that once you get your notary public and you're commissioned, the possibilities are endless on the types of things that you can do with your commission. Okay, and so today I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about some of that stuff. I've done different videos about being a notary and loan signing agent in some of these areas, but I kind of wanted to lump it up into one video just to have like a one-stop shop for you guys to review, so that you guys familiarize and reminded of how great this career field is and the types of things that you can do once you're commissioned. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, once you are commissioned, you can do general notary work. So there are all kinds of documents that need to be notarized. Okay, and when you're notarizing a document for someone, you are identifying them, determining that they are the correct person that the document belongs to, that is signing it, and you either will do an acknowledgement, you're acknowledging that they are indeed that person. Sometimes you have to have them, go under oath, and different things like that. So that is what you're doing when you're notarizing a document. You are identifying that person and making sure that they're the correct person for whatever the types of documents. Those could be bank statements. Those could be, there's so many different types of documents that you can notarize, okay? So all of that is kind of entailed in general notary work. You can also, with your commission, you can do pro bono work. You can, work with different nonprofit organizations, and you can lend your services for free. That's part of being a notary. You don't always have to charge. I'm in a sorority, so if I wanted to, do notarizations for free for my organization, I can do that. You don't have to charge. So that's another great thing. That's a great option. I've done notarizations for a couple organizations for free. And it's at your leisure, however you see fit. So you can also do that. Okay. Another area that you can go into is like estate planning as a notary. And this kind of falls into general notary work, but you can do estate planning. You can notarize wills. You can notarize, power of attorney documents, hospital directives. Now, a lot of people don't know, a lot of hospitals need notaries, you guys. And a lot of notaries are killing it working with hospitals. I have done notarizations for some hospitals, but like health directives that need to be notarized by patients, all kinds of different things. You can use that, your skills as a notary to do that. Okay. Remember, real estate agents also, and this is, I'm a real estate agent, but it kind of goes hand in hand. For a lot of the things that they do, they also need notaries outside of the obvious of the loan signing. Okay, so you can also, those are the types of general notary work that you can do. So when you're marketing yourself and advertising your services, make sure that prisons need notaries too. I haven't done any work at prisons, but I've been, I'm going to be marketing to some of the prisons and things like that, jails and things, but they need notaries, you guys. It's not just like the banks. It's not the real estate agents. You kind of have to think outside of the box. Anywhere where someone needs a document notarized, you can advertise, your services. Okay, so that's some of the general notary type of services that you can provide. Another area which is obvious and why a lot of you guys become notaries in the first place is loan signing agent. You can become a loan signing agent where you are guiding clients through loan closings, for commercial properties, for residential properties, and for car loans. Okay. And again, a lot of you want to do that. I think that that probably has the bulk of the notary work. Again, it all kind of depends on where you live, because I've seen some of you in my comments like, well, I'm not getting any, loan signing offers and things like that. So I think some of it has to do with where you live, if there are a lot of different closings taking place in your area. If they're not, I'm sorry. But generally speaking, I think, especially starting out your first couple of years, you're going to do a lot of loan signing stuff. Okay, so that's another area where you can use your notary commission. Okay. We talked about inspections. Please check out my video on field inspections. I do field inspections, not as many, but you're actually going to a place and you're just verifying that it is supposed to be, what it looks like is what it is. You're taking pictures. Field inspections have to be done for commercial properties, for residential properties. You'll have a directive, or you'll have instructions on how many pictures you have to take of the property to provide to whoever needs it. There are different agencies that do field inspections. And again, I did a whole video on field inspections, you guys, and some of the preferred agencies that I work with. So that is another area where you can make really, really good money. There's a lot of field inspection work. Okay. So my recommendation is, if you don't have as many loan signings in your area, you might want to sign up with some of these agencies that do field inspections, because once I signed up, I got work right away. So again, that is another area where you can use your commission. Okay. Now, to do field inspections, you don't have to be a notary. Let me just preface that. Like, you can also do field inspections if you're not a notary, but it fits in very, very well with that, specific niche. And so that's why a lot of notaries kind of incorporate it into their portfolio, because it just fits in really well. And a lot of these agencies are looking for notaries. Okay. So, but you don't have to be a notary to be a field inspector. I just want to preface that. Okay. Another area is doing apostilles, right? So apostilles is similar to the field inspections in the fact that you don't have to be a notary public to do apostilles. Okay. And I did a video on that as well. But the reason why specifically apostilles are fitting so well as a notary, because a lot of the documents have to be notarized. So, it's kind of like a 2-for-1. People will have a notary take care of their apostilles, because they have to also notarize some of the documents to get sent to whatever country. Please check out my video that I have on apostilles. But that is another area. It's like a big ticket area where you can actually make a lot of your money outside of the loan signing. You can make a lot of money as an apostille agent. So that is another area as a notary that you can really incorporate into your portfolio. Okay. As a permit runner, remember we talked about that. I've been doing more permits, again, we talked about for these different properties, as you go kind of through the construction process, there are several permits that are needed as, a property or, whatever the space is going through its development stage. And so a lot of times, a lot of these developers do not have time to take care of the permitting process, and they will enlist notaries because, again, some of these documents need to be notarized. All of it just fits in well as a notary, because so many documents, so many things need to be notarized. Like, you guys have no idea the importance of a notary public in general society. So again, developers do not have time to always run their permits, so they will enlist permit runners. Okay, so that's another area that and I did a video on that, kind of talking about the process of that. And and make sure you guys are advertising for all these services. When you add a different service to your portfolio, make sure that you are marketing that as well. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but I just wanted to remind you guys of that. Last but not least, out of everything that I just mentioned, this is an area that I don't personally do, but I'm looking into it because I think that it is very lucrative. But offering mobile fingerprinting services, you guys. There are a lot of notaries that are doing this. You have to, again, everything that I'm talking about, make sure you look up your state laws. But notaries can provide fingerprinting services to people. And I think this is pretty cool, because sometimes you need fingerprints for various reasons. And why not have someone who could come to you and do it, right? And so I'm looking currently at the process for that, so that I can, hopefully incorporate that into my services that I provide. But that is another great area for notaries, for you guys to, get familiarized with that. see if it's possible in your state, because I don't know, there may be certain states where you cannot, notaries can't offer those services, but find out if you are, it's allowable in your state. And then, as always get the necessary training, so you're not just getting out there messing up people's fingerprints, because that would be terrible. Okay. So yeah, offering mobile fingerprinting services is another great way, and something that I'm currently working on. And so I'll keep you guys up to date on that, and then last but not least, remote online notary, where you are obviously doing notarizations online. I'm almost certain that every state is not, remote online notary is not available in every state, you guys. So check the laws in your state. It just became available where I live last year. So, I definitely went through the process. It wasn't prior to 2023. And so again, I know that every state, remote online notary is not available. So check with your state. If it is, make sure that you do what's necessary to add that to your commission, because there is a process for it, so that you can do, online remote notarizations. So I hope this helped you guys, just to kind of have an idea of, dang, I could really do a lot. There's a lot I can do as a notary. And when loan sign, because again, I know a lot of y'all want to be loan signing agents, but when signings are not coming in as much, there are a lot of other options, to kind of keep you busy and keep revenue coming in for your business, so you don't just get stuck in that loan signing agent part of the business. Because again, we talk about this all the time. There's fluctuations in interest rates, which affects real estate, which affects, closings, which affects you having the ability to, be a notary at the closing. And it's just the fact of the loan signing part of this industry. So hopefully this just kind of gives you more of how well-rounded the opportunities are for notaries. Okay, so I thought that this would be like a really appropriate video for the start of 2024, and just kind of help kickstart some of you guys to, trying some different things as a notary public. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below. Let me know your experience in some of these different areas. Always give advice and give us some good information that we can use. And also, please share my video. Share it with everybody. Like and subscribe. Okay, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye bye.